I do not encourage nor condone any of the actions performed or products shown in this video. All of the videos are produced in a safe and controlled environment. Do not attempt to replicate any of the actions performed during this video.
Hello beautiful people from the internet, it is Connie over here. Welcome back to another video. So in my last cigar video, which I recorded in the exact same attire for continuity purposes, I asked you guys what sort of drinks you enjoy having while smoking a cigar. I saw a lot of rum, I saw a lot of gin, and I also saw a lot of cafe latte. Or just a latte? How'd you say it? I don't know. It's just milk with coffee. And I was like, you know what? That is one of my favorite drinks overall in general that I drink every day regardless if I'm smoking a cigar or not. Also, I am aware that the framing of this video is quite weird. You're like lying on a steep hill. I'm sorry about that. But today I will be trying having a cafe latte with a cigar for the first time, and I'm going to be having one of my candlelight Corona just light cigars that I've been enjoying quite a lot. You guys said very bad things about this cigar, and I will tell you all, you were wrong, at least in my opinion. I enjoy them a lot. Taking a sip of our coffee. Also, it has a cinnamon stick somewhere inside, which you can see a little bit there, because I was trying to use that to stir my coffee, but it just fell. And now it just tastes like cinnamon coffee latte. So you know what? Am I mad about that? I am not mad whatsoever. So I will be unwrapping this gentleman here. Alrighty, let's go. And it already comes pre-cut, as you can see. So all I have to do is just light this side and wait for the construction to stop, because what in the world is that noise? Can you hear it? Now I'm quite excited to get this lit, as I haven't had a cigar in at least a week now, so it's time to change that. Goodness gracious, it is time to change that. So I'm going to give it a little toast. Let's see where the flame is going. Okay. I don't have my torch lighter. I don't like my torch lighter. I give up on it. I don't know if you guys saw it in the last videos that I recorded. I am not a fan of it. It doesn't work well. I don't like it. I don't like it. I retired it after 2 times of being used and badly used because it doesn't work well. Now let's see if this is... Alrighty. Maybe a little bit more here in the center, so we have a sort of even light. Let's see how it looks. That looks pretty good, if I do say so myself. We have a sort of even light going on. Can you even see anything? There you go. Sort of even. Alrighty. The taste in this is actually pretty nice. I enjoy it quite a lot. But I got a lot of comments of you guys saying those are cheap cigars. I don't like them. They don't taste good. But it's like, I do like them, and they are cheap indeed, which I makes them like, it makes me like them even more. Let me be honest. So the sensation of the smoke is just very smooth, you know, and I think I really enjoy that in a cigar. I enjoy having the smoke in my mouth to retrohale, to flavor, and not have a very rough sensation, like burning sensation even. Now let's see how these two combine together. Wow, you guys knew what you were talking about. Let me tell you that. Wow, if this is this good, and you guys were giving even more emphasis to like rum in a cigar, I might have to try that in the future, because wow, this goes well together. Very, very interesting. Now there's a car somewhere in the street. I think I'm hearing it. I keep getting distracted by different noises. It is the construction, it is the car, it is the birds, it's everything. I just am always distracted. I want to see what is going on. I want to be a part of it. Let's go, car. It's leaving my street now. Very nice to know. That means we're going to have some silence. Now I think I'm going to try a bit of retrohaling, because as I said, I think these... Did I even show you the pack? I'm so bad at this. Anyway, this is the pack. Candlelight Sumatra Corona, just light blue cigars. And now I will be trying a little bit of retrohaling action to see if I'm getting better at it and if I can taste the cigar in any different manner. Let's go. I'm trying to focus a lot while retrohaling to make sure I'm at least doing it with the right intention of like doing it right. But It feels like I'm letting a lot of smoke escape through my mouth, so I need to try it again in an even calmer fashion. But for now, this combination truly is heavenly. I thought it was going to be pretty good because both a cigar and a cafe latte are very velvety textures, in my opinion, and like warm and velvety, you know, and creamy. Good wording that I used there. But I did not think they were going to combine this well. I'm actually very impressed. I mean, yes, of course, I thought it would be like an 8 out of 10 for sure, but it's like a 12 out of 10, my friends, and that I was not expecting. I find retrohaling so difficult. It's so difficult to understand how to do it. Basically, wow, this just is an insane combination, by the way. Thank you to whoever suggested it. It was like 20 people, I think. Thank you, 20 of you. I appreciate you. You knew what you were talking about. This is absolutely great. I'm enjoying it. So, retrohaling, from what I understand, is basically when you have smoke inside of your mouth and then you push it to the roof of your mouth, it gets absorbed, and then it comes out of your nose. Now that sounds very difficult, like anatomy wise, to understand, because I don't understand the roof of the mouth of a human being. I didn't know it absorbed things, and I still don't know if that's the way it works. Maybe with a little less smoke. I did get a little bit, but it's just so difficult. Am I too close to the camera? Why don't you guys tell me these things? I wish you would just jump out of the screen and be like, Connie, get back. Get back. You're too close. I need some space. And I'll be like, I understand. I'll get back right now. But when I start the videos, I'm just so excited that I'm like, hello guys, welcome to another video. Today I have some coffee, I have a cigar. Let's do this, you know? But I need to stay calmer and I need to stay behind. I really want to get my retrohale down. I think that practicing with a cigar such as this one that is lighter than other ones that I might try in the future is very good. Now look, I'm getting so much more comfortable like holding the cigar and also knowing when to ash it. I don't really ash it myself unless the ash gets like ridiculously wrong, but like at this point I'm not interested in ashing it. I feel like I'm understanding. I'm making my way through the cigar world. It's just so difficult. I think that I have to push my tongue to the roof of my mouth with the smoke in between the both of them, and I think that's how it will end up in my nose. Maybe I should study some anatomy for this, but listen, anatomy is not something that I'm interested in. I'm interested in so many... Luna, are you okay? Luna is about to bark to some dog on the street. Thank you very much for protecting the house. I appreciate it. As I was saying, I'm interested in a lot of things. Anatomy is not one of them whatsoever. I don't know. I cannot find the appeal in wanting to learn about anatomy. Maybe that makes me a little bit silly, but maybe learning about the roof of the mouth anatomy at least would be interesting. Just for cigar smoking purposes, of course. See, I just did it, I think. I'm gonna try it again. I feel like I'm getting it down. Also, my ash is looking pretty long, but not long enough to where I want to actually give it some help to ash. This is very nice. I made my coffee in this transparent mug so you guys could see it, because I usually do it in a beautiful white mug that I have inside, but you just, there could have been anything inside of that mug and you wouldn't know because you couldn't see it. But here it is very clear that I have a coffee latte with a lost cinnamon stick inside. Let me try to find it. It is somewhere inside of that. Yeah, you cannot see it, but maybe one of these days you will. Well, maybe in a couple minutes, of course. Retrohaling the cigar really gives a different perspective on the flavor, and I feel like it's a very interesting skill to have when entering the cigar smoking world, because you can just taste it that much better. So that is why I'm really trying to understand how to do it with this candlelight here, because I have smoked more stronger cigars, and those to retrohale are very, very difficult because it feels super, super rough. But this is such light smoke that it doesn't feel rough at all, so it's a nice piece to practice with, you know. So that's what I'm trying to do. I think I'm about to ash this because it's looking oddly long, I would say, so I'll give it a tap. It will have to be off camera, otherwise I will get the ash all over myself, and I do not want that. So ash has been tapped. It's looking pretty good. It's burning quite evenly, so I'm a fan of that. I feel like I'm getting a lot better and more comfortable at lighting cigars and like knowing how to get it to burn in a circle instead of like burning one side and then the other side is like not burning whatsoever, which is what happened to my first. Oh my god, I don't know, I'm always talking about my first cigar experience. I just do not want to talk about it. I need to stop because I'm the only one talking about it, honestly, and I need to stop that because that was awful. that was not good. You know what counts is that I kept trying, and look at me now. Look at me now. I feel comfortable, I feel great, I feel excited when I'm going to try to smoke a new cigar. That was a little bit rough. I feel like I'm getting the retrohaling motion down, but that did feel a little bit more rough than I thought it would. So maybe I was wrong, and maybe this cigar is also not like the lightest to do retrohaling with, or maybe I'm just doing it wrong, which is very possible. But the first few times that I did it, it didn't feel as rough as it does now. Why is there a plane? Because someone is traveling. Duh, what sort of question is that, Connie? I know, I was just asking in terms of like, why would it have to be when I'm recording a video? I am just kidding. I'm having a monologue. Well, all of my videos are basically monologues. Isn't that super interesting? If you think of someone that makes like 1 hour videos, such as Jacob fucking Jones here on YouTube, he has 1 hour monologues with himself. That takes a very intelligent person to be able to do, I think. I don't know, what do I know? I don't know anything. Anyway, let's keep smoking. I feel like for retrohaling, and I'm getting a little bit of tongue bite, interestingly, for retrohaling I kind of have to let a lot of smoke escape from my mouth, and then with the last bunch of smoke is what I retrohale with, because if I have my mouth filled with smoke, it just doesn't, I cannot do it. It's impossible. I have tried it, but if I let a lot of the smoke escape and like flavor it a little bit, and then it just escapes my mouth, and with the last piece of smoke I try to retrohale, then that's when it works. I will show you how that goes down now. See? The last piece of smoke just came out of my nose, and I feel like I had a very concentrated face because it requires concentration to do this thing. That is so funny. It requires concentration to do anything that you are not used to doing, and I really love that feeling when, for example, you may have a skill now that you can do so easily, but when you first started learning it, it required a lot of attention and concentration, and nowadays you can just do it without really thinking about it because you've learned it so well and you've practiced it so much. But with retrohaling, I feel like I have to put on my concentration face. Maybe one day it will be supernatural, but that day is still not today. Hey Luna, what are you doing? My dog Luna is walking around in circles around the house. I feel like she's guarding. She's seeing if anything needs protection, and I appreciate it. She's a black Labrador. I love her very much. She is 8 years old, and the vets already call her old dog. She's not old, she's 8 years old. She's very young, but I guess for a black Labrador she is getting quite old. She has white fur around her nose. They grow up so fast. I really enjoy the taste of this cigar. Somehow it tastes like Indian food to me, which I love, but I cannot eat because I always get a tummy ache. Unfortunately, I was not trained to eat spicy food or like food with a lot of spices, even if it's not spicy. And so now every time I try to eat Indian food, which is absolutely delicious by the way, the flavors that you guys put in your food are insane. I cannot because I have a tummy ache right after, and it's not fun. But this tastes like Indian food, and hopefully I will not get a tummy ache now. So I'm enjoying my time. It's the best of both worlds, I would say. There has to be some sort of spice or scent here on this cigar that is giving me the impression of Indian food, because Indian food to me is something that is very flavorful. There's the town bell. Let's let the town bell finish. That was quite quick. I was expecting a full song, guess not today. When I think about Indian food, I think about a very flavorful experience, an experience with a lot of scents. I don't know how to say this, a scentful experience, a very good smelling experience, I don't know. And this is giving me that very flavorful, a lot of different scents and like pleasant scents, you know. I'm enjoying my time, I can't lie. You can now see my cinnamon stick. Oh, maybe the cinnamon is helping because they use a lot of cinnamon in their food. Duh, maybe that's helping with the combination of things. This is very nice. I was expecting it to be good. I was not expecting it to be one of my favorite things I've ever done in my life. I'm having a really great time, I can't lie. I'm super excited and happy that I tried this, and now I have to keep trying more combinations that you guys will tell me in these comments, right? Don't let me without more combinations. Let me know what you enjoy having and I'll definitely try them. This has been a 12 out of 10. There's nothing I could add to this to make it better, I think. My coffee is unfortunately getting cold because it is quite cold and foggy today out, which I appreciate, I love. You can kind of see the fog up here. It's very, very foggy. My hair is about to start to freeze up possibly, but due to that my coffee is now cold, so we will have to just have our cigar independently, which is also fine. I feel like I really want to try more of these candlelights. I would assume they have more varieties than just the Sumatra Corona. I mean, that's what this is called, but I don't know if that's the variety of it. You see there? There you go. Hello, I'm peeking. I would assume they have more varieties, like a red variety or an orange, something that is stronger. Now my cigar starts heating up and like it starts getting hard to hold it because it's very hot here. So I don't know what your advice is, because I don't know when this starts to happen. I honestly just put out the cigar because it's getting too hot to hold. Like here, it's the only place where it isn't hot, but how do I take a hit if I'm holding it here, you know? I guess it's possible, it's just not the most practical thing in the world. Maybe there's some sort of cigar holder that I could get, or maybe I'm doing something wrong, like taking too many hits, and because of that the cigar is heating up too quickly, and that is why it's feeling warm, and it shouldn't. That makes a lot of sense actually. I feel like I just figured it out, because I think it isn't supposed to feel warm like this, where it's almost like too hot to handle, haha, like the Netflix show, almost too hot to touch, you know? I feel like to avoid nicotine sickness, which is something I'm very prone to, ugh, it's so annoying, I'm going to leave the cigar at about the point that I have it now at. So I'm just putting it out. I'm still, after 3.5 years of smoking, very prone to nicotine sickness because I have never really increased the amount that I smoke. So if I smoke 3 cigarettes in a day, almost certain that I will get nicotine sickness. If I smoke a cigarillo right in the morning, almost certain that I will get nicotine sickness. So I have to be very careful with my nicotine dosage intake because I'm a weakling basically, and I'm happy with that. I'm also very happy with this experience. I would give it a 20 out of 10. Honestly, forget the 12. It's a 20 out of 10. I will be doing this again for sure. There's no doubt in my mind. Maybe even tomorrow, I can't lie. And let me know what other combinations with cigar and drink you think I should try, or the ones that you like the most, and I will definitely make videos about them and try them all and discuss my opinions of them with you. Cold coffee really is outrageous. I don't understand how so many people like iced coffee, but I think iced coffee and cold coffee are very different things. Iced coffee is cold intentionally, cold coffee is just hot coffee that lost its potential. So it's very different, I understand. I prefer my coffee hot though. I will see you all very soon. I hope you had a great time while watching and have a great rest of your day, alright? Bye!